just being intelligent. That's not viewed by men as an inherent thing. That can be
Alexander Grace.
a relationship and as a mother to your children. Now, you could say that it was her masculinity that allowed her to achieve success.
Yes, I'm a fanboy as well.
Child raising, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of videos. Well, because I'm single. I can drink beer on a Sunday. Oh, yes, by the way. What do we have? Schnickel Fritz. Ja, German Weissbier. Like, I'm coming to get you now. You're the disease and I'm the cure. Hello, everyone. Sorry. Feminists. Afghani women? What do you mean? Afghani women? What's that? Trans-conservative waifu, hydrate, yes. Jolly Noose is in the building. Hello, Jolly. How are you? Let's see here. Who is Elizabeth Hobson? I don't know why I can't say her name. See, now, compared to this ginger over here, she's not as ginger, but she's ginger enough for me, you know. I just...
Greetings all and welcome to this live stream with me, Elizabeth Hobson, also known as Anti-Fembot, and the lovely...
Oh, you're Anti-Fembot? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Anti-Fembot, yes. Not a feminist. But I'm certain Elizabeth Hobson is about women's rights. Because you know what? Most human beings are. You see the difference, right? Women's rights, feminism, different. See, feminism is a political movement. It's not about women's rights. And I'm sick and tired of hearing this shit. Oh, it's all about women's. No, it's not. Now, how do you push back against that hamster? Well, it's simple. What rights do you not have as a female in the West? Australia, Europe, England, United States, many countries around the world. What right do you not have? What's going to be the answer? Well, there aren't enough women CEOs. There's never been a women president. Yeah. That's not a right, is it? I've never been president of the United States. Am I oppressed? No. I've never run for president of the United States. I've never tried to be a CEO. Now, are there institutional barriers in the way? Yeah. For both men and women. Old Boys Network. Yeah, still going. But it's not oppression by the government. Do you even know the definition of oppression? Well, in the West, is if a woman doesn't get her way. Everything should be just perfect because I'm a woman. Yeah, well, you know what? It doesn't work quite like that. I mean, I wish it did. And I can't hate on you for wanting that, but that's not reality. It's not reality. That's what the feminists want. They want something that doesn't actually exist. It's a fairy tale. It's unicorn farts. Rainbow-colored uniforms. Unicorns. Doesn't exist. It never will exist. Well, if we just tried it at socialism again. You know, it's, excuse me, it's a frightening thing when human beings, men and women, in the 21st, is it the 21st century? I think it's the 21st century. I don't know. 2021. We do not learn from the past. or at least some. Now, how many times have you heard the fembots? Well, back in 1930, back in 1920, well, back there in 1848. Seems like they can learn from the past. In certain instances. We look back at the revolution in Russia, 1917. And we look at the Soviet Union for, 60, 70 plus years. We look at Cambodia, look at Pol Pot, look at the North Vietnamese, North Koreans, Cuba, Venezuela. Oh, no. We can't learn that lesson. We just got to try it again because they didn't do it right. So get that out of your mind, my friends. With feminism and women, it's not about women's rights. It hasn't been about women's rights for decades. It's a political movement to overturn capitalism. And what will fill the void when we get rid of capitalism? Anyone? Bueller? I think you know the answer. So stop this bullshit. These fembots out there. Women are oppressed. Fucking bullshit. You are not only not oppressed, you are privileged. In the United States and the Western countries, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Europe, England, you're fucking privileged. And you're still bitching. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You go around and ask most women, excuse me, are you oppressed? They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. I'm not oppressed. I have a job. I went to college. I'm a manager somewhere at an insurance company. I got a career. I got a family. I'm fucking fat and happy. But yet you have a small minority of very, very, very loud fembots who are influencing. Imagine this, people. Think about it. You have literally tens of thousands of these fucking crazy people influencing the most powerful governments in the world. The freest, the most prosperous countries in the world. They have their ears tuned to this fucking bullshit. Feminism. Oh, we're oppressed and wage gap and all this fucking shit. It's nonsense. What world do you live in? And unfortunately, and I mean, I hate to say it, nothing against women. I love women. They're fun and they smell nice and they're pretty. Even your average, ordinary Jane on the street. Well, yeah, there's this wage gap. You know, men are paid more than women. And it's just unfucking believable. When the data is right in front of you. We talked about it. Here's my cell phone. Right here. Every bit of human knowledge that has ever been put down in writing or on a clay tablet or come from God behind a bush from Moses, it's in your fucking phone. Everything. All you got to do is look up. Go look at the statistics. Look at the data. Look at the studies. Look at whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. It's bullshit. Everything the fembots talk about is fucking nonsense, opposite land, not true. And yet here we are. the most powerful governments, countries in the world buy into this bullshit. How does this happen? Well, an entire country, somewhere in the 1930s, fell for the same nonsense. The National Socialist German Workers' Party. You can't say the acronym because YouTube and Susan will get pissed. The entire country of Germany, 60, 70, 80 million people at the time, fell for this, or at least a good part. Not every German was a member of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. But enough of them were. Enough of them believed fucking fairy tales that were told by a rather charismatic man who talked about Jewish people, who talked about X, Y, and Z, and if this and that, and if we just did this, that. Does this sound familiar? Anything? Now, I'm not saying the fembots, frankly, very, very, very small slice of women in this country. I'm not saying they're going to take over and they're do stuff like that. What I'm saying is the message. It's being listened to by the tippity top of the governments in the West. That's got to scare you. Because it's a fantasy world that doesn't exist. And yet our president, even President Trump, President Obama before that, President Clinton, President Bush, at least they pretend to believe this shit. Why is that, Hamster? Well, they're trying to get votes, aren't they? Who could be against women's rights? Who? Well, those evil, misogynist, toxic men. Yeah, that's it. Well, vote for me, and we'll just give you all that shit, W. I've talked about W before, haven't I? W was portrayed as some radical, steely-eyed, evangelical, Bible-thumping Christian. He's going to put women back in the kitchen. That was the farthest thing from the truth. W was just another goddamn politician who wanted power. Same with Bill Clinton, same with Bush, same... maybe Reagan. I don't know. Maybe Reagan was a little different. Same with Jimmy Carter. Not sure he was in it for the power. I think he was in it for the people. But you knew who I'm talking about, right? You don't care. They'll say anything. They'll promise you anything to get your vote. And whom do you think is most influenced? Not going to say. I think you know my point. All right, let's play the video here for a bit so I can go get a broski.
Greta Aurora. Today we're going to be talking about why feminism can't do something useful and the subject of female agency. And I believe, Greta, that you've had your female agency brought into question recently.
Yeah, this is a very long story, but I just try to summarize it very briefly for those who are not familiar with the recent allegations against Marilyn Manson. So I am being used in a lawsuit by Marilyn Manson's former personal assistant as an example of him degrading his female fans. And I'm also being portrayed and described as though I'd been a minor at the time, and I was 19. So the reason this story is very useful for them in attacking him and trying to portray him as this monster and predator is because I was a virgin at the time, at the age of 19. So when most people
I guess we'll get to that later. Jesus. Sorry, Greta. Everyone's got a story, you know? Everyone. All right. Now, there was one comment in here, and I'm going to try to find it. Where was it? Something about Islam is right about women. No. Women have every right as human beings to have the rights that everyone has, men. So no, I do not believe in putting women in bags and no. The issue, I think, might be better addressed that women have all the freedom in the West, right? Other countries are different. In the West, women have all the freedom, yet some women choose to fuck it up. Does that make sense? Well, I got all my freedom now. What am I going to do? I'm going to ride a bunch of dick. And I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do. I don't care. You know, I mean, I think it's bad for you, but it's not it's not me, right? It's you. You want to do that? Go. The problem that I have is there are consequences for riding dick excessively. Women don't want that. I'm sorry. Well, women in general don't want that, but especially the fembots. Oh, it shouldn't. Fat shaming. And you know, think about it. Slut shaming. Who does that? Who? Which gender, sex, which gender slut shames women? I'm just curious. It's not men. Sure, there might be a couple of evangelical snake handlers somewhere. But in general, who is it? Women. Why is that? Well, let's explore that. How do women compete? I mean, in a physical match, sorry, you know, men have that. That's it. How do women compete against other people? Psychology. That's how they do it. And so when you hear, well, there's women, there's slut shaming. Number one, let me just say this. If being a slut, for example, if you want to be promiscuous, go around, run all kinds of dicks, fine, go ahead. If you're shamed by that, why? Why aren't you proud of it? If you choose to partake in that, why aren't you proud of it? Why would it be a shaming thing? Oh, she's a slut. You should say, yeah, I'm proud to be. Yes, I like dick. But they don't. Why is that? Well, it's a patriarchy, of course. No, Jeff, no, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying I'm for freedom for everybody. You know, I'm not against the 19th Amendment, none of that bullshit. I mean, of course, women are human beings, for Christ's sake. But when they get the freedom, and if they do stupid things, it's really on them, you know. But no. See, The fembots believe women should be able to do stupid things and still not have any consequences. See, that's where the problem lies. You know, if we're men, we men, woof. If we do something stupid, we pay the price. You go out and drunk drive or whatever, you get some girl pregnant or whatever. You will pay the consequences of your decision. Women are not used to that. Well, what do you mean? Women, not all women. I didn't say all women, did I? Women are not used to consequences. From the time they're born until the time they're whatever. Everybody, oh, little Jenny or little Susie. Oh, she's so, oh, yeah, oh, that's all right. You broke the mirror, no problem. Oh, is your brother? Yeah, he gets punished. And so, when women come into the adult world with men, they're not used to not getting their way. You understand that? I think we all understand that, right? And so you hear a lot of bitching. Well, I'm not a CEO. It's got to be oppression or blah, 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 blah. No. You made a choice in your life. You decided to take gender studies or communications in college. Now, why did you do that? Well, number one, it's easy. Number two, so you can fucking drink for 4 years, likely on daddy's dime. And so you get done with that, and then there are consequences. You can't find a job that pays anything. You're working at Starbucks, which is not a bad place to be, honestly. Actually, if some of these girls and men were smart, they would work at Starbucks and get that tasty little college thing they'll pay for. Well, what do I know? Because I'm just an evil fucking asshole, aren't I? It is the consequences of their choices. That's what really pisses them off. There are consequences for everything. Whatever choice you make, there's benefit, cost-benefit analysis. But we can't do that. And I get it, right? I mean, I was 18, 19 once, a long time ago. Yeah, really a long time ago. Yeah, you just do stupid shit because you're young and you don't really know and you don't care. I understand. But there does come a time when you have to start being responsible for yourself. You can't blame the rest of fucking humanity. You can't. But that's where we're at, guys. Oh, I just... No. Nope. Oh, well, I just don't get paid as much as an engineer. Okay. What degree did you take? Well, I took French medieval literature. Mm-hmm. And did you go down the path of how many jobs there are with French medieval literature? How many? Well, I shouldn't have to think about that because I'm a girl and I want to do what I want to do. There seems to be a lack of future. If you want to be paid like an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or a politician, whatever, you want to be a CEO, then take something that might get you there. I know. Even asking that of the Western woman is oppression. It's utterly fucking ridiculous at this point. Well, I don't make as much as those guys welding shit together down in Australia. Well, then why don't you go to school and learn how to weld shit together? Well, it's not what I mean. What I mean is I want to do what I want and still get the same pay. We know. You think this is a fucking surprise? You think this is a secret, ladies? You think we don't know this? We get it. Just put it on the table. It's like, look, I want to take bullshit in college and I want to make the same as a doctor. Okay. I can identify with that. At least it's honest. It's like, look, I don't want to work my ass off in college, go through calculus, go through, oh God, biology and organic chemistry. But I want to get the same pay as a doctor. At least that would be honest. But no. No. It's oppression. That's why I just bullshit. I'm tired of this. And you know, the reason for this video, aside from me, I found some beer. We have the fembots. And do you know Christy Winters? Remember her? She's all like, well, I got a PhD in bullshit, so I'm an expert. Oh, okay. She's always talking about, wow, feminism. Yeah, women are oppressed, blah, 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 blah. And actually, when I had Twitter a long time ago, she said some crap. And I was like, okay, Dr. Winters, why aren't you going to XYZ country and helping the women over there? For example, today, Afghanistan. Why aren't you doing something? Are you sending money? Are you doing anything to help the women in Afghanistan? What do you suppose the answer was that I got back before she blocked me? Well, it'd just be so hard to get a visa, and there's just this and that, and you're an evil misogynist bastard. Block. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care about the little girls in Afghanistan. You can't even imagine the horror that little girls, little boys, women, men in Afghanistan right fucking now are going through. Bombings, murder, grapefruit, 10-year-old kids being married off. Girls. Nobody says a fucking word. None of these feminists. Oh, no. And we're going to prove that here in a minute. Let me, hold on. Here. I got to go get a beer. I will be right back. Let me just put Elizabeth and Greta here on.
Hear the phrase, a young girl, followed by her being a virgin. Mm-hmm. They're not going to think of a 19-year-old woman. I mean, what would you say is the range of a young girl if you just hear that phrase?
The range of young girl, I mean,
not girl, but young girl.
Yeah, it would be under 16 without a doubt.
And that's the kind of.
Yeah, Elizabeth is from Manchester, so thus the thick accent. Lake. She's a big Beatles fan. Maybe when I sent her some of my Beatles songs, that's why she bailed out. I don't know. The Cisco, go and tell the Taliban how oppressed you are. Exactly. What about gay people? Gay men and women in Afghanistan. Do you know what the Taliban does if they find out you're gay? I think you know. Shark dentures. Feminists don't care. Water is wet, fire is hot. The earth circles the sun. Well, I don't know. Some of them flat earth people might disagree. Dyken Ragnarok. Hello. Jeff Jones is here. Tail gunner. I mean, I've literally had one beer, and I can't even speak anymore. It's crazy. Yeah. What about the gay folks in Afghanistan? They don't live by our code of morality, of ethics. They don't believe in live and let live. They don't believe as I do. If someone is gay and you believe it's a sin, okay, then look, God will figure it out. If you believe in God or Allah or Yahweh or Buddha. They don't believe that. They believe it is a mortal sin worthy of death if you are gay. I believe some flavors of Sharia, and I don't know this, but I think this is the case. If a woman commits adultery, which is a horrible thing, don't get me wrong, it's terrible. Death sentence. Death. You might remember, if you're Christian, Jesus and the adulteress, right? All the men gathered around. They were going to stone her to death. And Jesus sat with these men and the condemned woman. And he scratched words into the ground, into the dust. And he was asked by some of these men, well, she did this. This is what we believe. And Jesus said, those without sin cast the first stone. And they all left. And the adulteress said to Jesus, do you not condemn me? He said, no. Just go and sin no more. See? That's forgiveness, right? That's not the plan of the Taliban in Afghanistan. When it comes to women, they're going to make them get in a bag. Probably not let them leave their home. Not let them go to work. Not let them have any rights. And yet, where are the fembots? Where are they? Hiding in their air-conditioned offices, pushing papers around. Well, God damn it. Women in the West are oppressed. What about the Afghanistan women, the young girls, the boys, the men over there? What about the women's rights in Afghanistan? I'm sorry. Error code 404. Nothing. Zero. You're not going to hear a thing. The only thing that you're going to hear about Afghanistan and the way women are going to be treated, unfortunately, and little girls, boys, men, everybody in Afghanistan. It's the fault of men, see. If men just didn't start wars, we wouldn't have this thing. Okay, well, I might give them a little bit on that. Sure, yeah. But what are they doing? Are they protesting in front of the White House with their pink pussy hats, with their signs, their placards? Women's rights for all because women's are oppressed. Nothing. Zero. Nada. And you're not going to see any of this. You know why? It's because Biden supports abortion. And they're not going to fight that. They're not going to push back on Biden because some abortions. It's my right. Reproductive rights for women. Reproductive rights for men. No. Young man, you should have just kept that in your pants. See, if you just didn't do that, you wouldn't have to worry about that child support for 18 years. Well, what about, it's my right as a female. Right. Well, doesn't that sound like equality? Well, not any definition of equality I might come up with. No, it's not. But let's not go down that rabbit hole. Let's look at the chat here. The Cisco. What's really scary for today's women is that we're raising an entire race of weak, feminized men. Yep. Tail Gunner 2. No cell service in Afghanistan. Cannot receive their order. I wonder if they can get some of them pink pussy hats, though. I'm sure that would work. Outside the MC in Kabul. Yeah. The Cisco. They will be unable to face the Taliban when it gets to the West. Well, the Cisco, I understand your point. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. As much as we bitch about women and fembots, men in the United States are not going to let that happen. Or in any Western, or any civilized country. It's not going to happen. Because men are still men. Even the weak, wimpy ones are men. Why do we go to war? Why do we fight and die? For the women. They'll never admit it, but for country, for God, for women. Eric Zombro, Shark Dentures, 100%. My mom, 84, always says she never felt she needed feminine. 84 years old. Yeah, she was pre my mother. She kind of grew up in the horrible 50s, It was so terrible. Women had a choice to go to work or stay at home or do nothing. And hey, she's an oppression. 1950s is probably the worst decade in our history because women had the opportunity to do whatever the fuck they wanted as they do today. It's so terrible. Easy. Soviet Union was not true socialism. I know. Well, no, that was actually Leninism. Excuse me. See, if we go to this paper over here, it was true socialism. You know why? Because socialism doesn't work. Oh, but what about those countries up in the Norways? They're up there somewhere. It's not socialism. Ask the premier of Denmark, who actually had to come out and say to Joe Biden, President Biden, and at the time, President Trump, we're not a socialist country. We're a high-tax, generous welfare state. We're not socialist. We like capitalism because it generates all the money so we can get the taxes to pay for all the welfare. I mean, where do you think this is going? I just heard on the news, I was out getting beer, right? Our deficit in the United States expected to be $1 trillion per year for the next 10 years. I know you guys are smart, so you know what a trillion is, right? 1 to the 12th power of 10. 1 trillion, is it 12th? Yeah. 1 trillion is 1 million billion. Is it a billion? 1,000 billion? I don't know. I'm supposed to know this, but I'm just, really. But it's a lot of fucking money. Where's that money coming from? Has anyone thought about that? Why does the government give a shit when they can win votes by printing money? Why do they care? Yeah, 1,000 billion. Thank you, James. Yeah, 1,000 billion. What is that, a million? I think it's a million. That's a lot of fucking money. I don't smoke either, yeah. 1 trillion per year for the next 10 years. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's coming from the rich. Oh, yeah. We're going to raise taxes on rich people because they're evil. Confiscate the entire wealth of the rich. You can run the government for about 16 days. So how are we going to sustain this? Can't. It's some fantasy. You could raise taxes to 100% and still not cover this. It's fucking insanity. And this is the path we are on. $1 trillion for 10 years. On top of the 20, 30, 40, 50 trillion already. And then add on the unfunded liabilities like Social Security, Medicare, welfare. We're over $100 trillion in debt. 100 trillion. Let's see, that's 100 raised to the power of 10 to the 12. Do you think the politicians fucking care that they're running this thing into the ground, the United States of America? What about some of our other Western allies? England, Australia, Germany, Canada? Nowhere near. Now, why do you think, if I might, why do you think our government is running this ship into the ground? I need to get a beer. I will. Excuse me. Jeez. All right. I'll be right back.
Kind of obscure language lawyers often use. They're not being specific, just so they can always say we didn't say that, but they are implying it. They are clearly trying to imply that I was underage at the time. And those of you who have seen my videos on Marilyn Manson will know that I was contacted on 2 occasions by Evan Rachel Wood's girlfriend. Evan Rachel Wood is one of the main accusers, Marilyn Manson's former girlfriend. And they sent me these emails to try to gauge what my experience with him was like. But at the time, the first email I received October last year, the second one January this year. It came from an official email address, the Phoenix Act email address, which is...
Real feminism has never been tried. Oh, you guys are so funny. It's so much fun having you guys here. All right. Cisco, when feminism faces an unmovable force, they don't fight, they submit. Of course they do. So do men. I mean, it's not just women. And then the men get killed. That's the way that works. Jeff Jones, I'm Australian. I don't think I'll even have the power to not get the jab. I think we're probably already. Yeah. I'll put it up there so you can read it, but I probably can't say it. Lori says, I vote to send all fembots to Afghanistan. You know what? If that were the case, if the government somehow said, well, we're going to round up all the fembots, they're going to go over there with their pink pussy hats, suddenly there'd be no one who was a fembot. Oddly, that happens. James Young, Federal Reserve holds all the debts. The Federal Reserve is a corporation owned by the member banks who have to pay to join. Yeah. Fiat currency, baby. Now, I hear a lot of talk. And I know we're getting off the topic here, but hey, it's interesting chat. Good to see y'all. We hear about, well, gold. Buy some gold and silver, precious metals, because reasons, blah, 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 blah. Maybe one of you guys can explain to me. Say, for example, say you buy a pound of gold. Say it's $10, right? Got a pound of gold. You got it in your safe next to your other precious metals, lead, copper. And 2 years from now, the dollar is worth nothing. And that pound of gold now, you could sell it for $300. How does that make me gold being the thing? I mean, it's still, you could go take your pound of gold, I suppose, go over to Schnucks. Can I get some meat and some beers? Sure. How much do you have? A pound of gold. Okay, you can get a 6-pack. Okay, 2 years ago, it's salty monkey. How could you even say such a thing? That's terrible. All right. Yeah, where's Thumper? Sweaty fat guy. Well, look at the cars. That's more fun, isn't it? That guy. There we go. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is that? Oh, my God. Hello. My name's Earl Dibbles, and we're just... Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. It looks like my brother. What? I didn't say that. No. Daikon Ragnarok says, well, what's going to happen when we go bankrupt? Farmers, breweries, and Commonwealth states will start to be a thing. You know what? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not a future predictor. But I would say if you can grow your own food and be self-sufficient, it would be a good thing. Do you catch my drift? HR says in the German collapse, 5 ounces of gold would buy a house. So gold was very valuable in the collapse. Okay. Like in 1921 or whatever. Weimar Republic. I suppose, but it was probably based on a foreign currency, right? All right, 5 ounces of gold is worth 100,000 US. Now, what happens if 100,000 US is worth toilet paper? Then what? I don't know. Yeah, I understand your point, though. Weimar Republic, they had, wheelbarrows full of money to get a loaf of bread. Yeah, wasn't good. And thus the rise of a certain Austrian corporal. Never let a crisis go to waste. XYZCT, gold is the world's most marketable commodity. You know, I hear actually that's why the aliens come here. They want our gold. Those bastards. Actually, it's interesting how gold is created. It's from is it a hypernova? It's some sun that really gets crazy. And yeah, we have a lot of gold here, actually. Well, a lot is relative, but yeah, we have a fair bit here in the world of Earth. We have a lot more aluminum, though. Aluminum's good. Recyclable. Gold is the world's most marketable commodity. As a consequence, it's had constant marginal utility. That is what makes gold universal money. Oh, well, thank you. XYZCT. Lori says toilet paper is more priceless. Yeah. The thing is, you can wipe your ass, though, with a rag. Kind of hard to find gold in your butt. Just me. Christopher Moore. Most gold is stashed at the Vatican. Really? Didn't know that. I thought it was at Fort Knox. Just kidding. Ain't no gold at Fort Knox. Don't believe that 007 movie. Mohammed, hello from Egypt. Alexandria, sir. Hello. Middle Arabian homeland had the same method. Sorry, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but okay. Let's see. Tail gunner. Basically, the aliens snort gold like coke. You ever see that movie? What was that? Cowboys and Aliens or whatever? With that one chick and those dudes, and there was the bad guys, and they came in looking for gold. That was, I actually thought it was kind of funny. It was a pretty good movie. Was it Harrison Ford? Was in that one? Might have been. I thought it was pretty good. You know, a lot of people say, it sucks. It's a shitty movie. I don't know. I thought it was fun. You know, when they went up in the thing and they blew it up and all that. Lori says, dumbasses do. You can sell the tutu, the libtards. I think Lori's had a few more beers than I have. Hello. Jeff Jones. Commodities aren't valuable without property rights and the ability to defend them. What about the folks in Australia? They don't have guns. What about in England? No guns. What is that saying then? Lori says toilet paper. Oh, okay. Shark Dentures, Olivia Wilde is hot. Yeah. I never knew about her until that movie, and she's like, oh, yeah, it's a good-looking girl. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I like girls. Jeez, I know. Isn't it crazy? Well, you're a heterosexual man, and you like girls. Yes, I do. Because they're fun. I know. Crazy. HR says silver and platinum are better. Speculation, I suppose. Wait, there's Lori's. Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm finding it. Hold on. Silver and platinum are better speculation as they are undervalued compared to gold. Well, gold is used in a lot of stuff, right? I mean, you look at take any computer apart, it's all covered with gold and nickel, by the way. It's called ENIG, electro-nickel plated gold or something. It's all over the place. Excuse me. Of course, it's only microns of gold. It's mostly nickel, but nickel is also fairly rare, actually. All right. Who else do we have here? All right. Tail gunner. The Aussies did fire off 10,000 rounds, killed a few emus. Here they have good oil. If you guys from Australia, you might not know this, but at least in the United States, we got these commercials. It's like, oh, get some emu oil because it's good for you. Rub it on your skin. James Young, hamster is right on that one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And what I heard, actually, you guys might not believe this. Maybe you will. In St. Louis, apparently there is a rash of men and women stealing catalytic converters from cars because the catalytic converters contain platinum, which, well, there you go. Oh my God. So I guess these people come and I don't know, they hook a chain or some shit around the thing and poof, pull it off, and then your car, it's loud because it's part of the. Where the hell is Thumper? He's the car guy. But yeah, the platinum is the catalyst in the catalytic converter, I believe, and that does something with the nitrous thing and something. James Young, that's not new. Well, okay. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I've never contemplated going and, hey, how you doing? You got a catalytic converter in that car? Yeah, it's a 2014. Good to know. Go rip it off. I mean, where would you go if you did such a thing? So you got a bunch of catalytic converters. It's like, hey, my name's Earl Dibble. Yeah, I got all these catalytic converters in the truck. Where am I gonna sell them? I don't know, Earl. Where the hell are you gonna go? It's like, Jesus. Where would you sell a catalytic converter? I mean, if you're gonna sell it for the platinum, you got to tear it apart. There's the platinum. Then what? Never thought about it. HR says platinum in the catalytic. Yeah, I don't know. Where would you go? Where would you sell it? Oh, Jesus. I bet this is another fucking text from Donald Trump. Jeez. Trump, please stop. Already, come on. Yes, yeah. Run again. I'll give you some money. But God almighty, not now. Oh, my God. Hold on. Stupid phone. Don't leave Trump's friend request pending, hamster. Would you join Trump's new social media site? This is your chance to correct your Trump status. Oh, dear God. Don't. Yeah. Send it anonymously if you want to, just send cash so nobody knows. It's you, because then you get all these fucking text messages. Daikon Ragnarok. That is correct. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. Correcto. Problem with silver is that it really, really is sensitive to the atmosphere and corrodes. That's why gold is close enough, right? And copper is readily available in this country and around the world. So copper is typically used. Aluminum works as well. But yeah, silver is considered, not only is considered, it is the best conductor. And so when I worked on some military shit a long time ago, they had silver-plated wires for the high-speed stuff, right? Why is that? Well, we can go down that rabbit hole if you want to. It's called skin effect. Look it up on the internet. Is tarnish corrosion? Yes, it's oxidation. Whoops. There's Lori. Tin is on the rise. Yeah, tarnish is oxidation. Now, if you're talking about iron, it's slow fire. Essentially, that's the method. So when you burn a log or something in your backyard, that's oxidation. Same thing happens to ferrous materials. They rust, slow fire. Now, silver oxidizes. It gets a sort of blackish layer on the silver. That's the tarnish there. Gold, however, is impervious. So that's why gold is a big thing, because it doesn't corrode. Now, I don't know about tin. I know tin can do certain things. Let's see. Mohammed, gold has high electric resistance. That's why we use it in nano as electric. No. Mohammed, gold has low electrical resistance. Low. It's not very resistive. I know about this stuff. That's kind of what I do. So it's low. It has high conductivity, but low resistance. Resistance is 1 over conductivity. I don't want to get too geeky unless you want me to. Tail Gunner says, 1 solar panel typically has 2/3 of an ounce of silver. Good luck. Yeah. I mean, that's really the problem, right? And, how do you get this material back? Jeff Jones says, aluminum, does that oxide? Yes, it does. It turns into this like white, chalky shit. Yeah. And copper turns green when it's oxidized. And actually, coincidentally, when you burn copper, it's green, green flame. So who knows, right? Again, slow fire. That's what this is all about. Because oxygen is really a bitch. Shit, jeez. Tail gunner's an electrician. All right, tell us what's going on. Let's see. 10 buttons in the... Oh, what happened with the 10 buttons, Salty? Go ahead and share that. Yeah. WBS Liberty Prime. Hello. Good to see you. Aluminum rapidly oxidizes and can get galvanically turned. Aluminum is not friendly with other metals. That's what I believe. I think that's true. WS Prime, Liberty Prime says, and I build jet boats. Damn. Salt water, that really fucks everything up too, doesn't it? Oh, God. Yeah, everything gets fucked up by salt water. Except gold, but everything else, forget about it. I mean, how did we start out with a feminism discussion, and now we're talking about the metals? Whatever, it's fine. HR says silver is used in batteries for missiles, and they get blown. Yeah, I'm sure the blow isn't very pleasant, though. I mean, just pointing it out. Shark dentures, golden ships, golden. God, what is that song? Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Golden something. Golden sunrise. Golden egg yolks in the morning. WBS Liberty Prime. We're so metal. Yeah, magnesium is also kind of a bitch because that's flammable in small quantities, right? So you know those Montana fire sticks or whatever? I believe that's magnesium. You shave off a few things and then you poof and it goes up. 9.22 EV means it has high resistance. That's electron volts. Oh, Mohammed, you must be an engineer. How you doing? Yeah, gold is not high resistance, though. Sorry. WBS Liberty Prime. I haven't, but the crystals are wild. Yeah. Okay. Where the hell are we? We were having a metallurgy lesson, but it's fun. HR says, have you tried adding mercury or gallium to aluminum? I'm sure someone has, yes. Gallium arsenide, I believe, is the latest transistor material. I think it's gas. Yeah, gallium arsenide, right? Yeah, that's really fast transistors. So, Tail Gunner 2, the old show Brainiac. The host drops a vial of magnesium into a bath of water. My God, the magnesium. No. That's phosphorus, I believe. It's not magnesium. think magnesium is fine in water. It's phosphorus that gets really crazy. Yes. James Young, gold is low resistance, which is why it's preferred. Silver, second best, but it tarnishes. Exactly. Copper is the next best conductor. That's right. That is absolutely true. Yeah. Phosphorus is the one that blows up in water there, Chief. Tail gunner. That's why you have to put it like in oil or something. Because if you get anywhere near water with that stuff, it just goes crazy. We don't need that. Gallium arsenide used for high quality solar cells. Yeah, probably. Or germanium arsenide. Oh, okay. Look at me, just being silly. Tail gunner is an alkaline metal for sure. Yeah. I mean, who knows what you're going to find on the internet? Look at this. Right now, we got metallurgists here, guys who know this stuff, and we're talking about magnesium and phosphorus. This is fun, isn't it? I think it is. HR says it corrodes aluminum. It becomes brittle. That's why you're not allowed to take mercury. Oh, really? No shit. I didn't know that. Why does it become brittle? It just changes the structure of the crystals or whatever. All right, one more beer. I didn't know it did that. I know you can't really take, what is it, lithium iodine batteries or lithium whatever batteries into planes because when they get cold, they burn. I don't know. It's nuts. It's crazy. Let's see here. What does Muhammad have to say? Because men won't waste time fighting another gender. Well, out of the blue. Lithium ion, Lori. Yes, thank you. Yeah, lithium ion, whatever those are. Thing is, in the United States, we have a lot of lithium. So, and most of it is taken by women. What did you say? No. Why are you like that? James Young says, I goofed. Phosphorus used to be in laundry detergent. That was phosphate, wasn't it? That's phosphate. Like 20 mule team borax. All right, let's go. I think we've had enough of this. Jesus Christ. 20 mule team. Oh, if I could just type mule team borax. That was boric acid, I think. Multi-purpose cleaner. 20 mule team borax is an all-natural powder. Yeah, I think it's boric acid. But I might be wrong because I'm just throwing words out. That's it. Boric acid. Boring acid. Boring acid. Jesus. Yeah. What is this shit? Hydrogen borate. Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. What do we have here? It's bronzonated as well. Oh, okay. Used as an antiseptic, insecticide, flame retardant, neutron absorber. Oh yeah, boron is neutron absorber in nuclear reactors. Chemical formula H3BO3. Colors. Preparation. I've never understood this. And I mean, I took chemistry and I like chemistry. What the fuck does this even mean? Well, we've got sodium 2, boron 4, oxygen 7 times 10 hydrogen 2s and an O plus 2 HCl's equals this. It doesn't make sense to me. Boric acid is soluble in boiling water when heated above 170 degrees. So, okay, it's not boric acid. What the hell is in borax then? I didn't. What is in borax? Let's see. Powdery substance. Oh, it's sodium tetraborate. I mean, who didn't know that? What the fuck? What's the matter with you guys? You didn't know that? Uh-huh. Right. Borax is a powdery white substance, also known as sodium borate, sodium tetraborate, or disodium tetraborate. It's widely used as a household cleaner and a booster for laundry detergent. It's a combination of boron, sodium, and oxygen. See? I knew there was oxygen there somewhere. It had to be. Why wouldn't there be oxygen somewhere? Mohanad, good thing this channel has become scientific. Hey, you want to talk about scientific? We can do that. No problem. Because I was just wondering the other day, you know, let's what the hell? Let's pull it up here. Why not? Greek alphabet. Where's that word come from? I bet it's alpha and beta. I don't know. Probably something like that. The Greek alphabet is an ancestor of the Cyrillic and Phoenician alphabet. Holy shit. Wow, there we go. Okay, so here's the drinking game. If you can't name the word or the letter, drink. I'm going to drink anyway, so fuck it. Ready? Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta. This is nu, or eta. Sorry, nu is later. Eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda. Yes. Mu, nu, omicron, pi, rho, sigma. Yes. Tau, epsilon, phi, chi, psi, and omega. Yes. You guys win? I'm sure you got it all, right? Now talk about, let's look at the Russian though. I mean, that's even more interesting, I think. Cyrillic alphabet. There we go. Cyrillic script. And it goes through a bunch of words here. Oh, well, it's a writing system used for various languages. Well, yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Now, I don't know anything about this. I assume it's alpha something, B, V, gamma. It's got to be gamma, right? It's gamma. Come on. D. What the hell is that? G. Oh, that's why the Russians are like, where did this come from? I mean, how did this happen? Look at all these weird letters here. BL is very, okay. Like, very much I want some vodka. Like, give me vodka. Gotta love the Russians. No, if anything, they can drink. they know how to drink. Damn it. Salute. Christopher Moore says Russians don't have a W. Thank God. They should be happy about that. Oh my God. Pi omega tau. Yeah. Lambda, lambda, lambda. Anyone understand that? You can tell me which movie that was. I will give you a free belch. Arabic letters. Yeah, Mohanad. Okay, let's look up the Arabic letters for Mohanad. This is beyond, but we'll try it. Arabic. Oh, I'm writing in Arabic here. What the hell is this? Come on. Arabic letters. Yeah, they're backwards though, Mohanad. I'm not, I'm not saying anything bad about that, but it's the wrong way. It's like the Jewish Hebrew is the same way. Okay, let's go here. Maghrebian Abjadi. Okay. Z. Is that about right? TSRQDF. And it's pretty close. I mean, there's some diphthongs over here, Z. You want to come on and tell us how it's working? I don't know how to say this. Make it a bit harder. Shark dentures. No, I mean, I believe in Mohammed can... Exactly, Lori. You get a beer. I'll send that in the mail. Wing It Productions, nerds. Yes. Yeah, right to left, where English and most other, like European languages are left to right. And so we see a word and we say, X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, 4. Read it that way. But I think in Arabic, it would be the other way. And so I think Israeli Hebrew is the same way. It's, it's backwards, I guess. WBS Liberty Prime, chain smoke a couple of packs and then give it a run. Yes. Yeah. For example, let's, I find it fun, but I hope you guys do too. Let's see. Hebrew Bible. Translation. All right. Translation with comment. Here we go. All right. Fine. I don't see the Hebrew though. This is just all English here. Tanakh, the Torah, 5 books of Moses. Yeah. I assume the Quran is probably all Arabic. Let's Quran English. Let's see what that looks like. The Holy Quran in English. Yeah. Let's go look there. Not seeing it. Okay. Quran in English, clear and easy to understand. Here we go. Oh, well. Can we just see the translation here? Quran 1, the opening. Al-Fatiha. In the name of God, the gracious, the merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment. It is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not of those against whom there is anger, nor of those who are misguided. But where's the Arabic part, though? The God edition. Well, okay. Allah, praise be. All right, edition Allah. Oh, I see there's different. Well, I'm not finding it, Muhammad, but I will look and see if I can find it. Aramaic was a pidgin trade language of 2,000 years ago. Is Aramaic the basis of other language? Probably. I think it's Sanskrit, actually, if you go back far enough. It was the Sanskrit like way long ago, before Islam, before Arabic, before Hebrew. I mean, it's like a long time ago. And I think Egyptian, I don't know what Muhammad, what language is spoken in Egypt? Is it Egyptian or what? Is it Arabic? I'm not sure. Jeff Jones, web searches will put you on any watch. I mean, I can't look up the Bible or the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible. No, Jesus. Allah. I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know. But I think at least in the West, yeah. Rosetta Stone, yeah, that's good stuff. All centered in Turkey. Wow, really? I thought civilization began in Iraq. That's where the Garden of Eden is, right? Euphrates, Tigris River, all that. No. I thought it was Iraq, Babylonia, where all that happened. No. Muhammad, Arabic with a little Pharaoh words. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Thank you. Yeah. I think we're going to have to explore this a little more because this is kind of fun, actually. I like it. What do you guys think? I think it's fun. Oh, yeah. You know, I was just listening to, what's the guy's name? Now I'm just going to forget. But I was listening to his video the other day. He was talking about Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, origin of the Western language. That's crazy. How many years ago? Let's look it up. Why not? We have the internet. Let's see. What the hell was that? Göbekli. Okay. We can do that. Göbekli. The world's oldest temple. Oh. Well, this is cool. Göbekli Tepe. Or Tempe. Not sure how you pronounce it in Turkish. That's probably close enough. Come on. It was Graham. Oh, Jesus. What is his name? He used to be on Art Bell, the radio show, a million times. Göbekli Tepe. Potbelly Hill. Look at that. Well, that looks like, that's my gut there. Neolithic archaeological site near the city of yeah, you guys, I don't know. Dated to the pre-pottery Neolithic between 9,500 and 8,000 years before Christ. That's be a long time ago. Circular structure supported by massive stone pillars. The world's oldest known. Okay, well, let's let me see if we can find some pictures. My name's Earl Tebbles. Can you show me some pictures? Yeah, we'll get that out here. Yeah, I just heard about this. Graham Hancock, I think, is the guy's name. Let's explore this. Be 6,000 years before Stonehenge. That's freaking interesting. Wow. Look at that. Holy shit. Wow. You know, the funny thing is we think humans suddenly, like, they didn't know how to do anything back then. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, why would these cavemen and cavewomen carve these things? Because they're human. That's what humans do. Even, 10,000 years ago. I mean, I think Homo sapiens has been around for 100,000 years. It's actually kind of marvelous and like marvel to have people wonder, oh my God, how did this happen? It was aliens. We're friggin' humans, for Christ's sake. We've been here a long time, and this was only 10,000 years ago, a mere blip on the history of humanity. And it's, oh, look at these carvings. It's got to be goddamn aliens. No. Humans are pretty damn smart, Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that. Get the hands coming out. I mean, imagine if you had to carve this today. You had a big stone in your backyard. You're like, oh, how am I going to do? This is like bas relief stuff, right? They had to think of this before they carved the rest of it out and leave a little bit. I mean, that's fucking cool, right? Muhammad is in Egypt. You got the pyramids. Oh my God, it's aliens. No, it's humans. Sorry. Humans are pretty damn smart. Even 10, 20,000 years ago, we're pretty damn sharp when it comes to this stuff. I mean, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, man. Yeah, in Turkey. From 10, 15,000 years ago. My goodness, look at that. Look at this, like a horse or a dog here. Aliens. No, humans. We did this 20,000 years ago. We should be proud of it, right? Pyramids in Egypt. Aliens. No, humans. We did it. I mean, it's amazing. Look at that. Look at the, I suppose that's like a buffalo or something. And here's probably a human going, hey, I'm going to eat that buffalo. Yeah, sure. That's amazing. Look at that. I mean, do people think like our ancestors, didn't have any brains? Come on. They might not have had a language, but they cooperated and they lived together. I mean, this is not that hard. Oh, they slept out on the prairie and they were getting eaten by the damn buffalo. No. Humans are pretty damn smart. We can be a pain in the ass, I'm sure, but we're not that freaking stupid, Wow, look at that. That is impressive. And you look at some of the Chinese artifacts from thousands of years ago. Well, it couldn't have been us. It was them damn Uranians. No. Humans are pretty damn freaking smart. I hate to keep saying it, but it's true. Look at that. How many thousands of years ago? Look at this. There's a little thing here. There's a reason for this. And the reason is we're human. That's it. That's why. Why do you do this? Because we're human. Oh my God. There's a lion. Look at that. That's awesome. It's so magic. It's just humans. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I could go all day talking about this. What about the place down in Mexico? Or the Aztecs or the Incas or whatever? Put that, oh my God. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe we'll do it later. That is awesome. My goodness. Yeah. Yeah, that was us. All right. Go through the chat one more time, and then I'm going to sign off here. Humans are gold miners for space aliens. Yes, of course. And the aliens came down and they built the pyramids. And they did everything. No. Nope. Now, am I discounting the fact, or at least the theory, that the gods that came down were aliens? Jesus may have been an alien. Allah. No. I mean, if you read the story in the Bible about Moses and the burning bush, sounded a bit like kind of like something. So I'm not saying it's not possible. But of course, the question would be, why haven't the gods arrived as of late? Bullets for teeth. You only live once. Thank you, sir. Lori's here, hearting me. Hello. Good to see you guys. BBC Pidgin English on a search engine. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that later. Oh, yeah, the Rosetta Stone. That's amazing. It really is. Because it was Egyptian hieroglyphs on one side and Greek and some other language. Oh my God, we got to do it. All right, we'll do it quick. The Rosetta Stone. Hold on. Rosetta. Isn't that in a Beatles song? Sweet Rosetta. I think it was, yeah. A granite, what the? A grano what? What is this shit? A grano dang de hurne brought down from aliens in the universe. Right. or it could have been just humans. There she is. Rosetta Stone, inscribed with 3 versions of a decree issued in Memphis, Egypt in 196 BC. During the Ptolemaic dynasty, on behalf of Ptolemy V. Top middle texts are ancient Egyptian using hieroglyphic and demotic. And then the bottom is ancient Greek. See? Even the Greeks can read this. Yeah. Let's see. Can we get it? There we go. And there she is. And that's how we figured out what the hell the Egyptian hieroglyphs were all about, because we had Greek. Those darn Greeks. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Really interesting history. I mean, if you want history, go to Egypt, go to Israel, Turkey, that part of the world. That's where, if you believe in God, God created everything sort of there. The Tigris, Euphrates, and what's the other river? The Garden of Eden, right? Let's do the Bible here, and then we'll go. Bible, Garden of Eden. And we can talk about the living creatures. What are those? Are they aliens? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, flew in on a flying carpet or something. Garden of Eden. Yeah. The Aramaic root word, fruitful, well watered. Yes, of course. Yeah. Edenu. Yeah. Eden, plain or steppe. See, Sumerian or long time ago. Mm-hmm. Ezekiel, prophet, son of man, the Tigris and Euphrates River, right here. Iraq, by the way. There it is. Babylonia, Tower of Babylon. There you go. Right there. Garden of Eden. That's where it all started, kids. And it's so weird, isn't it? Iraq is a desert, mostly, isn't it? And look at that. Interesting. So let's go to the Bible. Hold on. Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And it was void. Yeah. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the... and then God did his thing. God saw all that he made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning. Yeah. And then Eve bit the apple, the snake. I think we all know the story, which has been repeated a zillion times through Muslim texts, through Hindu, through Buddha, through Sanskrit, through all these. It's the same story. The same story. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, Muslims believe Jesus Christ was a prophet. So they're not necessarily on board with the whole Jesus thing, but they agree he was something special. And of course, who came first? The Jews, right? And then the Christians, and then the Islam. Muhammad, the prophet. And before that, who knows where it came from? A lot of mythology. A lot of the same stories repeated for centuries and millennia. Was there a great flood? We don't know. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go to bed. I will see you all later. We'll do a man show and we'll talk more about Bibles and Quran, the Holy Qurans, the Holy Bibles, and the Holy whatever, and look at some more stuff. Fun. I'll see you later. Bye.